Hey Aquarius, welcome into your reading. Okay, let's see what's going on for you guys. We're going to go from the 12th to 19th, 20th. Yep, sounds about good. Sounds about good. All right, what's the situation here for my Aquarius for that week that I just said? The 12th to the 18th, 19th even. No, let's make it to the 20th. Nine of Wands, Death, Two of Wands, and Knight of Swords. And the High Priestess. Death is Scorpio. High Priestess is Saggy. All right, so you obviously just endured some sort of ending, Aquarius, right? Whether this is even a piece of you, right? The way that you used to think, the way you used to feel, maybe even some friendships, a relationship, or an old job. It's just very clear to me that you're moving forward in life. You're doing the new thing. The Two of Wands is telling me, look, I'm getting in my car and I'm moving forward. It's the way you're moving forward. You're moving forward with a lot of baggage, a lot of boundaries. You're very much closed off, but it's fine. It's because you're just ending something and you're transitioning into something new. The interesting thing here is the Knight of Swords. So this, I'm like, what's the Knight of Swords about? I can't wait to clarify because that's like rushing in to communicate with someone. So for some of you, perhaps it's saying that you're rushing in your little car with your Two of Wands, not looking back, going forward with the new plan and going to your new person or your new job or your new circumstance. And you're saying, hey, that old thing is done. I think it's time for me and you. It can be the other way around. It can be them doing this with you. The High Priestess at the bottom of the deck, though, makes me feel that, one, you're not talking to somebody anymore. And two, you're finally using your intuition. And three, you're coming in from out of the cold. All right? So trust this process because the universe saw you hanging out there, dangling, and now is trying to reward you, possibly with a new life. All right, let's continue and see what's going on. And this is going to be the thing for the fixed signs this year coming forward to you guys. You guys are going to be on the struggle bus. We're letting go of old shit or the way you used to do things. But the inner part of you, your inner voice is going to be screaming at you where you're going to be itching to kind of doing the new thing. So it's going to be like two energies fighting each other. But I see you naturally moving forward anyway. All right, what's coming in towards Aquarius, please, for this week? What's coming in? It's like I guess there's nowhere else to go but forward. Onward, upward, doing the new thing. Okay? The Devil, not a fan. And the Four of Cups, also not a fan. I ain't gonna lie. Ooh, the Fool. This could be fun. Aries energy there, Capricorn energy here. Now, the Devil and the Four of Cups, the problem is because you are this Nine of Wands situation over here, you're still processing an ending. You're still processing something new that's happening to you, a transition of sorts, right? It's funny, I'm going to give you this analogy, and I hope it helps. And the only resource I can use is my daughter, right? She's 11-year-old. She's a competitive dancer. She's on an elite team. And every single time the teachers teach her some new skills, some new interpretation of something, she's always getting yelled at for her transitions, how to transition, to go from one move to the next. It needs to be flawless. It needs to look good. It needs to look smooth. In the real world, in your life, Aquarius, it is those transitions when you go from an old thing into a new thing, whether it's your mindset, a relationship, work, career, etc. It doesn't matter. It's that in between that everyone struggles to learn, but you are learning and you are evolving. You're shifting up, okay? So, no different from a child learning how to transition in something that's physical, you're also learning how to transition spiritually, mentally, also physically, quite literally. Now, with the Devil telling me there's something toxic here, whether it's a person, a situation, or a reality that you're in, Maybe it's you who keeps repeating cycles, repeating patterns. It's that fixed energy that's fighting with your inner energy that's saying, no, we're going to have to do the new thing. This is getting on a merry-go-round. I could be wrong. We're going to clarify and see. But the devil talks about something in your environment that's toxic. Maybe it is a person. You allowed them in your world. Maybe it's you saying stupid shit to yourself, like crazy ass insecurities that don't exist. You're perfect just the way you are. It's not your fault. Nothing's your fault. We learn in the transitions and we move forward, right? And the Four of Cups here is telling me you're being offered things you're not interested in. You're not interested in it because your energy sphere is somewhere else. You have the Nine of Wands. You have the guard up. You have something going on here where you're being offered new love, but you don't care because your mind is still in transition mode. It's still trying to catch up. It's still learning. All right. The Fool is saying that you will, though, take a leap of faith and a risk and leave whatever offer you had plus your past without having anything lined up. Doesn't mean it might not come back, but I see you resisting it. There's a Leo card under the Aries card. You're giving breadcrumbs. You're like, oh yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with you yet, so here you go. You haven't had enough of time, I think, to be alone in your thoughts, in your mind, or within this transitional period. All right, what is the surprise here for Aquarius, please? And obviously, this is for the people that are going through this. Goes to say that as well. Some of you, you're here for your moon or your rising sign as well. Now, the Empress, the moon, and the Chariot. I can't believe the amount of major arcanas I'm seeing in your reading. This means you are definitely, and you're probably going to shoot the messenger, and I don't care, because those of you that are here to learn or glean off these readings to help yourself are the ones that will win out, are the ones that will mitigate the pain, are the ones that are going to shift up and elevate. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be straight up because that's the type of reader I am. All these major arcanas is telling me your frequency is dropping. Your vibrations are going low because you are in that transitional period and you're trying to move up onward and outward, right? But the moon is telling me you're afraid of the future or afraid of the unknown or afraid of trying something different because you can't see it. You don't know what's there. There's no plan. There's no end game. You don't know how it's going to be or go. But what you do have on the upswing is focus, clarity. Your priorities are on track. But when I see this much major arcana, it kind of makes me feel like the universe is trying to course correct you or corral you, Aquarius, and put you on the right track. I promise you, you will be, because your sign has definitely got some glowing effects for the way the planets are shifting and aligning for you. But the Empress is nice too because it makes me feel you're evaluating your worth, your value, the things you want to bring into your life, whether it's a child, a business, a home, a specific type of relationship. But again, the fear of the unknown or of the future, not knowing where it's going, but your mindset is going in the right direction. You're staying on track. All right? You're trying to think where to invest in for your future. And this is probably because of the ending and because you are in transitional mode. I want you guys not to worry. I want you to just, take it day by day. Go with the flow. And whoever you're breadcrumbing, or if they're breadcrumbing you, you just simply say, hey, this is where I am. I'm in flux. I just need some time to figure it out. What's the advice here? I'm giving you advice before the advice card comes out. How do you like that? Bad I read, bad. Advice for Aquarius. The Tower. I was thinking this, but injustice. Do you see all these major arcanas? It's crazy. It's absolutely wild to me. Not this much ever comes out in one spread. And the Five of Swords. And the Five of Wands. Yeah, fives are the difficulties. They're the challenges in our lives, right? Five of Wands talks about blocks, obstacles, and things like that. But we're in your advice position. So sometimes we've got to shift the gears a little bit to understand what the cards are trying to say. See, Justice in the cross position, you are thinking about it. Um, Libra energy, Scorpio energy, the Tower. The Tower is telling me, look, something definitely fell apart in your world. Some cookie definitely crumbled. Don't even try putting that shit together again. It won't even taste right. It's like gluing back a fractured mirror. You're only going to end up cutting yourself when you do this. You have to let the mirror go. Chuck it, go buy a new one. Um, Same thing. Like, even if this mirror that's fractured that you throw away and it wants to come back to you, it's got to come back as a fucking work of art. Do you understand what I'm saying, guys? If somebody needs to go out there and do their own homework, their own shadow work, they go self-love themselves, they could come back and come back correct for you. Same goes for you. This thing needs to go away and come back fresh, new, and clean. You got to let it go. And you can't even think about it either. Just let it go, right? Because the Five of Swords is you need to cut your losses. What are you willing to live with? Are you willing to live with somebody who's going to cheat on you constantly or treat you like shit or whatever? But hey, you're not alone. So you're willing to sacrifice your inner peace because you're with somebody. Or is it flipped? Cutting your losses and going towards someone else who does care, who does love you, who will take care of you. Justice is about being fair, balanced, honest, doing the right thing for all parties involved. You know who you are. You're discerning adults. I'm not a judger. I'm a reader. You guys know who you are in this party. But that's what it's saying. Let this whole thing go. Let justice prevail. Let karma take care of itself. I know you guys don't want to wait for karma, but it is what it is. You got to cut your own losses and go. You got blocks, obstacles, fighting, arguing, issues, challenges, people who are trying to like compete with you or against you. And it's funny because the Wheel of Fortune behind it is the trigger, because the universe is trying to work on your behalf, trying to get rid of the old cobwebs and the old life that you had. What is the outcome? This is a very powerful reading, I have to admit. And I never read this long into an Aquarius reading. Usually they're short and sweet, but this one seems pretty intense. Outcome. I'm not even surprised, guys. I'm really not surprised. You have an Ace of Cups. Everyone and their mother and the rest of the zodiac wheel is dying for this. This is an excellent and positive omen to be in your outcome. Ace of Cups talks about a fresh new start in love or something you will love to do. This is what's bringing you in from out of the cold. This is new life kind of shit. Oh, and under that card is the Ace of Pentacles. Solid new start. I know, I get it. The heart wants what it wants, and you know, it is what it is. But you stay on track, Aquarius, all right? You stay on track. Let's see what's going on here. Let's start clarifying. Two of Wands, Death, and Nine of Wands. All right, Temperance, which is Saggy energy. You basically got, you know, the whole entire kitchen sink of zodiac signs here. And the Four of Wands. You're trying to temper yourself. I think you're trying to build some sort of foundation. You're trying to level up somewhere else or something else, because the Four of Wands talks about escalating something, right? Or upgrading something, like upgrading your house, your car, your wardrobe, your look, your style, your mentality of something. Like you're older. Your 40, 50-year-old version of you is not the same as your 20 or 30-year-old version of you, Aquarius. So the Four of Wands is building foundation. It could be within a new job, a new career, very much a relationship, very much. It's like saying this, you know, someone you were seeing or dating, you now are boyfriend and girlfriend. But you're trying to temper yourself kind of from doing this. It's like you're trying to put it in a pause phase with Temperance and Four of Wands. It's like it's taking a life of its own, this thing. And you're, hold on. It's too fast. It's too quick. It's too much. Too early. Because here's a second deck that's showing me Five of Pentacles in reverse. And here's the other deck. Why are you fighting happiness from coming to you? Because it's just wild to me. Look at that. The sun is right there. You have no idea, Aquarius. This has been in the making for years for you. You really deserve this. You've been deserving this. I feel like you've been deserving this for like 20 years now. The Devil and the Four of Cups. Look, some cards literally go hand in hand, like the Devil and the Tower. This tower that you had, this tower moment, it's like getting in a fight with your boss, but it rocks your world. Now you're like, shit, where does my job stand? Or, you know, you have such a bad fight with somebody, and or in your relationship or your marriage, you're like, oh, I want a divorce. You don't know if they're serious or not. Oh, it was bad, the Tower, and it was toxic. And that's why you have to let it go. And that's why you have Tower in your advice position. It was something that was unrequited love. What is the Empress, the Chariot, and the Moon? The Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is truth-telling, conversations, contracts, putting things on the table, discussing things. Look, you're on mission. And I think either you or your person say, you know what? I'm just staying focused on my track. This is what I'm going to do. This is my worth and my value. I'm just being honest. And then death comes along. Yes, it is heartbreaking, but this too shall pass. Because pretty much universe is giving you this as your form of justice. And that's how karma works. First, justice comes in for you, and then karma starts working on the other person. That's why it's saying, don't wait, but here's a little gift to enjoy while we do what we got to do over there. Because everybody deserves a life lesson. So, you don't need to deny yourself good shit that's trying to come in your way. So, advice, Tower, Justice, and the Five of Swords. You're on the right track in the sense of, you know, if you're moving forward and not looking back, right? You keep doing that. Walk through the door. The Knight of Cups. It's somebody, you need to go have a heart-to-heart conversation with somebody. All right, and this is when the solid new beginning starts for you. Go into your future. Go have a heart-to-heart conversation with that person that you need to have. Take this to the bank and cash it because it's in your real 3D world. What is the Ace of Cups, please? Justice. Do you not have the chills like I do just now? Because I just got done telling you. The universe gives you some justice, meanwhile, for karma. I know you're emotionally guarded. I know you're very vulnerable. It's not an easy task to drop that guard. But justice is here to give you this new love. And it will bring you stability. Queen of Pentacles. It will allow you to be nurturing, loving, kind, and caring. It will allow you to love and be loved. All right? So, this is a very powerful week of what you're going through. Strong emotions, right? Strong transitions, strong changes. Let's see what we're going to read about in love for the extenders. Extended for love. It's about the retreat that you're taking, like 2 steps back to go, 5 steps forward. Trusting the process. This whole reading was about that, trusting the process. And I'm not even surprised you got very soon. For me, this card makes me feel like there's this Ace of Cups, but I know the heart wants what it wants, and, it is what it is. But you got a very small window of opportunity with this Ace of Cups. That window is closing quite quickly. So it's now or never with this new person. All right, we'll see in the extended for that. And before we go, let's get one advice from Wisdom House of Night. Wisdom House of Night for Aquarius. Fragment. Sometimes it seems that life is split into so many parts, all of them separate and difficult to bring together. Family, friends, work, study, activities can all seem unrelated to each other. My child, you are always whole. Even if at times things feel separate and fragmented, that's only an illusion. Choosing this symbol reminds you that all moving parts of your life are important. If the one you're asking about seems confusing, focus on the one that brings you clarity. Be here now and know that I love you and see you beautiful and whole, regardless of how disconnected things seem right now. Also, remember to take a step back when you are trying to understand something. You may be looking at only a piece of a giant puzzle, a fragment of the truth. See the big picture through my eyes, and no matter what, all will definitely be well. All right, that's what I got for you guys. I hope that helped. You enjoyed it. You know I read all your comments. Please leave them down below, and we'll chat soon.